looked at your program, it says Pat's World. So how many of you are a little worried or scared about joining me in Pat's World? And I'll give you some advance notice on this. For 30 years I was an engineer, and it took me that long to see the error of my ways. Well, now I'm recovering. I call myself a recovering engineer. There's about 30 or 40 steps to that. I'm on step 22 right now, where I'm going around telling people how anal I was. And you know how they respond? Yeah, I know. So I'm still a little bit of an engineer. One of the things I like to do is I like to put people in boxes, you know? It just helps with the whole process. So I do that on the island. Like, the real easy box is way on this end, and it's the person who comes over to the island, and they think they know how to do islands, and they rent a bicycle ride in the middle of the road, and they look for fudge all day long. So that's the one extreme of people, you know? They don't know anything. Now, what do you think is on the other extreme? Those are seasoned islanders. I mean, they know they are seasoned islanders, and they gotta work to get in that position. And you know who they are. You know, probably Johnny Gillespie, Richie Gillespie, you're in there now too. Certainly Ed Palmer. You know the seasoned islanders. So, where does that put the rest of us? I figure it's kind of like purgatory. You know, you get to see both sides. But there's a clear advantage to doing this. So, being in purgatory, I got to witness this last summer. This is a true case. Happened right out in front of McDonough's Market with a brand new person coming to the island first time and a seasoned islander. And the brand new one says, "Sir, could you please tell me where the Protar home is?" Now we have this seasoned islander. "Well, sure, I sure can. I've lived on this island for I don't know how many years, I could tell you. Now it's a two-step process to get to that Protar home. The first step is you need a survival kit. You got one? Well, I want you to turn right around and go in McIndonis here, and I want you to talk to Big Jim and say you want a natty by 12 survival kit. And if he tries to talk you into anything less than a natty by 12, don't take it. You get that natty by 12. So, when you come out then, these are the directions. Here's what you do. I want you to head down that road, straight down the road, and I want you to go where the power plant used to be. You go right by it. The Jewel Gillespie gas pumps where they used to be, they keep going there too. Now, I want you to slow down a little bit because you don't want to be anywhere near Archie's store or the livery stable when that boat comes in. You got to stay out of that boat track. So I'm going to get you to make a turn at the post office. Did you know Frankie Ackerman? Frankie Ackerman worked at the post office, you know, and that's when they had the combination. None of this business with the key you had to fool around with. Everyone had a combination. So you head right up that Frankie Ackerman lane, and I'll tell you when you turn. You're going to make a sharp left right where that big tree used to be. Right down. What are you laughing at? You make that left where the big tree used to be. You head down the road, and you be careful at the crossroad because they got a stop sign up there now. And you'll know you're on the right road because on the right you're going to see the sign where it used to be McCafferty's Hotel. You keep going there when you see McCafferty's. You head down a little bit more. On the left side, that's where the old health center was. Keep going. Don't worry about the old health center. On the right-hand side, be where the old school used to be. You just keep going right on down there. Now, you're headed out to the boonies. Where are you going? Oh, yeah, the Protar home. Okay, we're headed out into the boonies. Now, you'll be tempted for that survival pack, but not quite yet. So you keep going, and you'll be heading down, and on the right-hand side, there'll be the station. I want you to go right by where Darkytown Road used to be. You don't go down where Darkytown Road used to be, you just keep going straight. Now, let me tell you, the landmarks are few and far between. We're going to have to get you to make a hard right. And this is what you do. You pay attention. And as soon as you see Connie Wojcik riding that bike, Wait a second, you don't know Connie Wojcik? Oh, okay. Well, she's married to Ed Wojcik. You don't know Connie? Well, Ed Wojcik, well, Jeannie Gillespie is Ed's sister. Jeannie, she usually sits in that third row up in front of your shirt. Dana is her daughter, little Liam, you know Liam? Oh, somehow old Islanders do that, you know. You just can't come out and say, no, I don't know Connie Wojcik. They take you through the whole family tree. You're going to get down to Liam, and then it will be, oh, yeah. Anyway, you head down there, that'll be Sloptown Road. You know you're on Sloptown Road because that's where all the hogs used to be, so you'll know that. And a little while longer, the big confirmation. In the spring you'll know because the ospreys come back. Now, we're about halfway down Sloptown Road. Prokar's home? I have no idea. You're going to have to stop and ask directions. Both ways. Who in this audience didn't think that was funny? Those are the ones we worry about. So a little bit about me now. You know, a few of you may know I'm single, and single life hasn't been all that much fun. You know, it's anyway, I fell in love. This really worked out well. It really worked out great. In fact, the best part of our relationship was, or is, we were friends long before we fell in love. And I want to tell you about this. In fact, I think back in the olden days, Elizabeth Barrett Browning did this, and she came up with 100 different ways. Well, I wrote these down. This is why I'm in love. First of all, she thinks I sing great. You wait till the end of the show and you're going to see me sing. You'll know what a wonderful girl this is. When I go out, she never asks me where I'm going. She never expects me to phone. The later I come home, the happier she is to see me. Now, where do you get a girl like that? She doesn't get mad if I forget her birthday. She never expects flowers on Valentine's Day. She loves it when friends drop in unexpectedly. What a girl, huh? She doesn't mind it when I leave the seat up. In fact, it makes it a little easier for her to get a quick drink of water. She understands that farts are funny. Her parents and her family will never come and visit me. She prefers at night that I leave my clothes on the floor, even for a couple days. She likes it better. She doesn't care about previous girlfriends in my life. She doesn't get mad if I pet one of her girlfriends. Now talk about that for a minute. She doesn't notice or care if I goof and I call her by one of my old girlfriend's names. She doesn't wake me up at night to ask, if I died, would you get another girl? She never sits me down once in a while so we can examine the relationship. She understands what no means. Best of all, she agrees that I have to raise my voice to get my point across. She finds me amusing when I'm drunk. She likes to go hunting and fishing even without giving her any notice. When we get lost, she agrees with me it's better to rely on instinct than it is to ask for directions. When I promise her dinner at 6, but I don't get home, like tonight, until 10 or 11, she seems happier than if dinner were on time. If she has babies, I don't have to send them to college. And actually, if she has babies and I don't like them, I can put an ad in the paper and give them away. So where do you get a girl like this? So that was Pat's world. Pretty rough, huh? I don't hear any more noise back there. I think they're all finished. I think I'm out of here.